Hey everyone, I'm your host Janae, and welcome back to Model Release. First of all, thank you. Your support has made this something real, and I'm so grateful to have you here. This show was created for the culture, for the creatives, the change makers, the models and artists who don't always see themselves represented. Season 1 laid the foundation. I learned so much from every guest about resilience, identity, and the real hustle it takes to show up fully in this industry. After 10 years in the game, 7 of those in LA, I've related to so many stories on a deep personal level. Now it's time to elevate. Season 2 means new lights, new cameras, new energy, and deeper conversations. We're talking to models, storytellers, and boundary pushers who are shifting the narrative, especially those breaking barriers around race, size, gender, and visibility. Whether you're already in the game or trying to find your way in, this season is your go-to for real stories, real strategy, and real inspiration. Let's get into season 2. As always, we'll be getting behind the glam and inside the grind. Today on Model Release, I'm joined by an internationally signed model, actor, and dancer whose aura speaks volumes. He's graced countless campaigns and worked with brands like Calvin Klein, Zara, True Religion, Nike, Adidas, Smartwater, JLo, GQ Style, the list goes on. My friend and global icon, James Kweisi, welcome to Model Release.
What's up?
Hey.
I love that intro.
Yes.
I forgot about some of those things.
How? Because it's just effortless for you.
No, I'm just kidding.
How are you? How's life?
I'm good. Life is life.
Yes.
Especially right now in the world. But
For
honestly,
sure.
I feel like I'm maintaining a sense of peace and groundedness, trying to just drown myself in creativity.
Yeah.
But I feel good. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like I'm in a calm, peaceful, creative space.
I see that.
Yes.
You're inspiring me already. I walked in here, I said, oh, I need to set my cookies up.
I can already tell we're going to be laughing this whole episode.
The whole time. As we always do every time we see each other, though.
And we started off with shots, so
Right.
very on brand.
Shout out to 818.
Shout out to
Sponsor
818.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I know you have a really layered and powerful story, so I'm excited to
Yes.
learn more. We'll get into your journey first.
Okay.
Let's take it all the way back. So tell me about your upbringing and kind of that moment where you realized you wanted to come to LA and pursue this.
So it's crazy. I've heard like my family story, right? They tell me about how like Michael Jackson would be on the TV or like 106 in Park when they used to make the video countdowns, and I would literally watch it on repeat. All the kids are outside playing tag and I'm in there trying to get that choreo at like 6-7 years old. So I feel like that's when the knack really started to bite me. And then when I was like 7, 8, 9, I really started to be like, oh no, I'm moving to LA at 18. I like vocalized it to my caregivers at the time because I just knew I was just always infatuated with the idea of performance. I think it's because kind of how you touched on, my upbringing was very untraditional. I grew up homeless as a child, sleeping in the woods with my dad, and then ended up moving with my mom my biological mother, shortly after getting put in foster care, getting adopted by my dance teacher 5 years after that. So like I love the idea that no matter what was going on in the world, when I put on that music video or when I put on that live performance or whatever on TV that was happening, all the bullshit evaporated. Getting that entertainment escapism was such a superpower that I like noticed from a very young age. Like Michael Jackson twirling, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me I was in a motherfucking shelter eating TV dinners in Salisbury State.
Made for the big lights.
Okay, because I was like, Michael Jackson is on, so I forgot about all of that. You know what I mean? So that portal, that like thing that could happen, whether you're watching like a 2-minute video or like a 30-second clip on TikTok or whatever, that can like take you away from like whatever situation, was just always fascinating to me. And I was like, I want to do that. I want to create that space for people to watch me and laugh, even though their family member could have just passed away earlier, but like they're having a pocket of peace, you know? So that's kind of where it started. And that's kind of
powerful. That's deep. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I think consciously or subconsciously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As the creators and the consumers, you're creating a space for people right now to forget about their past due rent.
Right.
Because they sit here watching Model Release with their glass of wine and, you know what I mean, chilling.
Yeah.
You know? But it's like, that's the beauty of these kind of mediums. So, yeah.
I love that for you. And look, you've taken it so far. Like, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Truly inspiring.
Yeah, thank you.
Did you think that this is where you'd be? Like, did you know it deep down?
Yes. I want to say yes.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people are programmed to be like, I like to think the academy, I didn't know I would be here. But I feel like you are there because your vision, you only get to certain places by really having that faith and belief in being there, in the timing that it happened, in the way that it happened, in the exact clients that it happened.
Yeah.
That's kind of just how it happened. But I always knew I had a lot of self-belief that like I could do this, but I'm always really hard on myself. So it's like, to do it, I'm gonna have to put in that hard work. And I had mentors around me, vocal teachers and school counselors and stuff like that. Like, well, you could do it, but you're gonna have to work really, really, really hard, because even more odds were stacked against me. Right. Because I was in foster care, because I was Black, because I was gay, because I didn't have the resources to pay for like certain classes and things like that. So I knew that I would have to work extra hard, but I was willing to put in the work, essentially. So
willing to put in the work. And I just feel like you're built for it, made for it too, because truly I feel like there's not as many people I know that are as dynamic and talented like you are. Like the face card, the muse, like you're an actor, you can perform, you're a dancer, you also can sing.
Thank you.
You have some songs out too.
Yes. And actually it's so crazy because I had a 2-hour little like mini jam session yesterday that turned to 6 hours.
Oh my gosh.
So that's why I said like I'm really just drowning in creative expression right now while everything else is going on around, because that's once again my medium to escape and process.
Yes.
So yeah, music on the way.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited. What was your first paid modeling gig?
Oh my God, this is so crazy. I'm triggered.
I think we're all triggered by our first one. You never forget it.
Woo! So it's actually crazy. In high school, I worked at American Apparel.
Okay.
In Harvard Square, and I was like I was a sales associate, but they called us in-store models. And
wait, I remember that. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
Because you used to apply for them, and it would literally say that.
And they would like put us like on the Instagram pages, like American Apparel Boston, shout out Boston, and all of that. And so my manager always used to tell me like, one day you'll be on the walls, one day you'll be on the walls. So she used to send me up to corporate all the time, like please like do something. Nothing ever happened. When I first got here, I started working at Zara in Pasadena. Probably 3-4 weeks into working there, this lady came in and she's like, what are you doing on Monday? And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, when's your break? And I'm like, oh, like in 2 hours. She's like, I'm gonna be back, I need to take photos of you. And I'm like, why? She's like, I'll tell you when I come back. What time's your break? And I tell her, and chaotic. She comes back chaotic. She comes back and I'm like, what the hell? And we go get coffee. She takes photos of me and she goes, I'm the global brand director for American Apparel and I need you on set on Monday. And I was like, oh, okay. And I went and I shot. It was like $200. They filed for bankruptcy 3 weeks later, so I never got paid. And they blasted my photos all over the place. The ghetto.
Lawsuit.
So, that
jail.
That wasn't my first paid because I never got paid. But I was supposed to be paid. Yeah. So it was my first opportunity with a rate. Yeah. And then I did actual got money was LA Fashion Week.
Okay, nice. Ghetto too.
No shade.
I don't know if I would go now.
No. You worked too hard. No shade. I'll go sit. Like I went to a show and I got invited to be there.
I'll support.
Yeah, I'll support.
I ain't walking in them shows.
Ciao.
It'll cost more to get there.
Okay. By the time I valet my car, get my caviar bumps and champagne, ciao.
It's over.
That's the rate. See, I'm such a conversationalist. I want to ask, when was yours? Do you know?
My very first one, it was before I moved to LA, and it was for Amazon. That was traumatic too.
Really? That's a good first one, though.
It's such a good first one. Yeah, I had to construct a fat suit the night before. I had to go to Michael's, buy all these materials, and construct a fat suit because they still wanted my size that my face showed, but I had to wear a suit under everything during the e-com day.
Because they wanted you bigger?
Mm-hmm. And this was a time where I was really in the gym doing yoga every day. Like I was in college and I felt really confident, but I had to go use my own resources to purchase
a fat suit
and make it the night before.
And my girl did it. She said, and book, check clear. She's showing up in your Big Mama house too.
I was on some Tyler Perry shit.
No way.
Yeah, so that was the thing.
So was that like before you were signed? Because my American Apparel thing was before I was signed. I wasn't signed yet.
It was
were you signed?
while I was signed. Yeah.
Okay.
I got signed through one of my friends when I was like a teenager.
Okay.
I think. So the industry didn't really have, you know,
Plus
diversity
size,
curve or anything. So I kind of just was always signed, but that was my first job. And then my first booking in LA was a Jessica Simpson campaign.
Oh, fire. I can still see you do that.
Yeah.
I can still see you for that.
That was fun.
Yeah. And question for you. It's more, I don't want to say politically correct. I hate that word. But now in the industry, like what do curvy women prefer to be called? Curve, right? Instead of plus size. Right? We don't say plus size no more. I just said it and I was like, no.
I think
because it's not even plus size.
Right.
Like, it's not.
Like,
what does that mean? It's just
size
curvy.
8 and 10 is not a plus
that's
size.
not plus size.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So curve.
Curve. Yeah. I think now since everything's like skinny, Ozempic, a lot of labels are changing or just going away as a whole. So now agencies are either doing away with the curve board and moving all models onto one.
Same board. Okay.
Or they're just dropping curve models altogether.
How do you feel like that is positive or negative?
I think it's honestly negative as far as people trying to, I guess, harm themselves to like get skinny and work. But at the same time, most of the curve models were also harming themselves to maintain weight and gain weight to work. So it's kind of like, which direction do we want to go in? Because it's still harm and pressure to maintain bigger or smaller.
Yeah, which is so crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Because one of my homegirls, she was telling me that too. She's like, my agent's telling me to gain more weight because she's in the gym and she's doing her big one. What they say, you can't win either which way. It's like take 2 steps forward, it takes 1 step back.
I think the problem is still the same. It's just now
still the same.
People are over here.
It's the box. It's like people are not monolithic. You know, people aren't 2 sizes.
Right.
There's like several sizes, and those in between sizes and medium sizes, like they still exist. And I think brands need to start waking up and understanding that they exist.
Yeah.
Like, and even with like race, like I always think, even I know we're kind of segueing really quick, like off a tangent, but I always think I don't see a lot of Indian representation.
Right. Yeah.
I don't see Latin representation. A lot of times with the brands, it's either black, white, Asian mix.
Right.
That's it.
Very, very true.
And I'm like, there's so many other races and ethnic blends in here that I just don't see represented as much as I feel like should.
I agree.
So, yeah,
thinking about that, like all the castings or auditions, I've never seen like anyone Indian or
Southeast
anything.
Indian, I'm
ever.
Asian, Southeast Asian, like
I only know one person.
Really?
Yeah, one person.
I don't think I've ever worked with like.
But I've never worked with them. I just know them.
Yeah,
like that works. Yeah.
Which is wild to think about.
Yeah, so it's just
so interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
We still got a lot of work to do.
We do. How did you navigate making friends and building your net worth?
Net worth, T. So actually, I started on YouTube, as you kind of briefly mentioned. I started on YouTube back in like 2014, and I kind of started making friends that way. And I did a couple like conventions in Florida and LA when I was like young, graduated high school.
I did a couple conventions in high school. What?
Yeah, so
that's fire.
Literally. So like it was so Tito, Janae, because kids used to love, especially because I was a new kid, I was black, I was gay, I was myself, flamboyant, all of that. They used to try to eat me up, but it's like I would go for summer and I'll come back and they would be gagged because like, you were just at VidCon with so-and-so. I'm like, anyway, you know what I mean?
Me.
Yeah, and you were dissing me. You were laughing at my YouTube videos 2 weeks ago.
It's giving fan.
It's now you're a fan. So anyway, I met a lot of people there. And we all were graduating high school at the same year. So we all were planning to move at the same time. So it was cool. Like I had a little bit of like a grounding of like people and like things that some of them I'm still friends with to this day. Some of them are having kids. Some of them are married now. So it actually blows my mind because we started like on YouTube when we were like 14, 15. Now we're like 26, 27, up to 30. And
that's so cool.
We still talk. Yeah.
I love that.
Those are my first homies out there.
Now I'm trying to think back when we met. Something like just popped in my head because we've been trying to figure out how we met. And it was when I first got here because you were doing when the protests were happening for BLM.
Forward,
you were leading some of those and I knew you before that. So I'm like, when the heck?
When then? Because that was deep COVID.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Was it at a Boohoo event? Did you go to a Boohoo event with Ricky T?
Yes.
I think it was that.
It could have been then.
Yeah, I think it was that.
In their house? in their headquarters on Melrose Hill?
It was near there. It was at Nightingale.
Oh, the big one.
The big one.
The big event.
Wasn't Paris Hilton there?
Yes. I think this was her collab or something, right?
I feel like I met you there, or Pretty Little Thing.
It was it had to be an event.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
The first time we hung out though, I don't know how, but remember we went in that truck to that house party in like Brentwood or Bel Air?
No.
Okay, remember we didn't really know. We went to the liquor store. I took these fire pictures of you.
Okay.
Liquor store. Okay. Was it your birthday?
Could have been. No.
Okay. I think you had blonde hair.
Probably. I always change my hair.
Hey, you don't remember it was like
we went to
a house party and it was kind of weird.
Fab or was not fab?
It was fun. Like they were playing like ratchet music and we were going crazy.
And it was small. Was it small kind of?
Small-ish.
And like young people.
Yes.
Okay, I kind of remember this. But it was like up in the hill.
Yes.
Yes, and there was a pool.
Yeah, but like not a pool you get in.
Not like you want to get in. Yes, I know. And the ceilings were low and it was kind of musty and tight.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I could feel it. Like I could feel it.
What were we doing there?
I don't know what we were doing there. Were we planning to go out? How did we link up before? Did we like go for drinks or something before? Do you know?
There was like a bunch of us in a like black truck.
Okay.
And we were dropping and picking people up everywhere.
You know who else was in the car?
No.
Girl, wow. We were outside.
We were outside just, I don't know, doing anything.
Catching a vibe. Trying to find the fun.
We had a good time though.
Always.
It doesn't matter where. Getting into the career, what does a typical day look like for you now?
Ooh. So I love a routine. It keeps me sane. So I usually wake up, I go into like my prayer, my meditation. I have a little meditation book next to me, so I get my little word.
Okay, wellness baddie.
And then I'll walk my dog, make my coffee, put my little mushrooms in there. Not psychedelic, functional. I like to compartmentalize because I have a lot going on. Like you said, music, dance, acting, da-da-da. And with that all comes different teams.
Yes.
So I have acting sending me like scripted content. Then I have my commercial division. Then I have models sending me stuff. So I kind of organize in priority of what I'm doing. And I'm also really into like the moons and stuff. Yeah. So based on the moon cycles, sometimes I have to shift my priorities. So the next 45 days, I'm focusing on just my business. Right. And that's kind of where I'm leaning more now is like I'm building a brand and a business right now outside of entertainment because I want my creative autonomy back. I don't want to have to rely on certain bookings and jobs. I want to be able to be like, yeah, I'll do that because it's fun again versus like I need this.
Right.
After I go to the gym and everything like that, I come home and I start working on either the business for an hour and a half, and then I go to like the next hour. Let me do emails and sell tapes, or like let me pitch myself for like brand deals. And I kind of just break it down like that and make sure I kind of get through every talent, whether it's social, dance, acting, model, and try to boom, 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 boom. Sometimes it's booking a test shoot for modeling or taking photos. You know, we always have to take
There's
photos.
So much to it. There's so much to it. They don't understand.
Like on the way here, I got bombarded with 2 self-tapes talking about one due at 6. I'm like, girl, it is 2:30.
We need to jump through 5 hoops in the next 2 hours. Are you good with that?
That's the crazy thing. Like when you have free time, it's a little bit easier. But imagine someone who's still balancing like just getting started and working a normal job, and they're busting tables and getting texts. Hey, we need a self-tape in 4 hours, and they're like, I'm at work.
Been there.
Me too. And it's like I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a lot. People don't understand. It's a lot.
They say what? Jack of all trades, James of all trades.
Yeah. Okay, but master of none, and that's okay. Right. I'm a firm believer, and you don't have to master stuff. You just got to be good enough to make sure it is monetizationable.
Yes, you just got to show up.
Okay, and do it good.
What was the first moment where you felt like, okay, this is really all happening for me? Like this is gonna be my career.
I feel like there's two because once again, I separate like entertainment and digital, like the social media stuff. The social media one was when I like first got signed to like a agency, kind of like modeling agency, but it was for YouTubers and influencers, and it had all the biggest YouTubers. And so like going into YouTube headquarters and like meeting my team and like sitting down with like 10 people that are like helping me, right? That was like, whoa.
That's amazing.
Yeah, when I moved to LA. And then the second time was maybe when I got signed to my first modeling agency, and I got signed on like a Thursday. Monday, I got told that I booked my first campaign on that Tuesday.
Ooh, that's like unheard of.
Yeah,
that's
it was like
lit.
Fast.
Yeah.
And then when I arrived on set that day, it was kind of like that. Send me some photos, da-da-da. And then on that Tuesday, I got confirmed for True Religion on Friday. Ooh. So it was like 2 campaigns in 1 week, and I got signed the week prior. And I was like, okay.
You're like, this was meant for me.
It didn't come that fast, though. It took me like a year to get signed.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, I thought like, if it's not IMG, Wilhelmina, or Next, I'm not doing it. Like, I didn't even think about boutique agencies or like growing with a smaller agency or like, I didn't have that idea in my brain because I didn't even really know those existed. And I was dating this guy and he's like, just start with like a boutique agency, like start there and see what you can do. And I'm like, what is that? And so he introduced me to, he sent me a couple and I reached out and I, like I said, I went into DT. Shout out to DT. Y'all get on my nerves, but hey. They were the first people that took a chance on me, signed me, and really got my career really going.
I think that's a really good point too, because I think a lot of people have the same thought, like I want to be with the biggest thing, Wilhelmina, agencies like that. But a lot of the times boutique agencies are really going to lock in and be focused and invested in you. Whereas a lot of the times, unless you already made it and you're huge, it's just a board of a bunch of models that aren't working.
And when they have offices all over the damn world and a lot of the models all across the board, they don't really have time to really develop a 19-year-old boy from Boston, Massachusetts. Like, that's why if you don't have a mother agent or someone to make sure your headshot's up to date and that you're testing all the time and it's not gonna happen. So I was happy that I went with a boutique. I'm still technically with a boutique right now, but like I like that. Like I can text my agent and right now she'll respond in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Versus like I gotta wait or text an assistant.
You gotta wait 3 business days to hear back. You already forgot about what we're talking about.
I'm like, girl. Also with the boutiques, I feel like they're just as hungry as you are, so they're always gonna be working. Wilhelmina don't give a damn if you work or not.
Yeah,
they're making so much money off of Nicki Minaj and Kendall and kind of all these.
All the
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're like, child, go to your audition. We'll see.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
How do you handle rejection?
How I handle it now?
Like, never been rejected.
No, I have so many times. That's the thing. That's like the really big thing about this industry too, because it could look like people like, you're always booked. So they insinuate that like I'm probably not. I mean, I'm always getting everything, but for every 20 auditions, I might get like 4 callbacks. Yeah, and might book one. Yeah, but that's another side of people don't see.
That's
too.
Like 20%. Yeah, yeah, and that's you know what how I mean? It really is.
That's how it really is. So it's like how I handle rejection before. I would take it a little bit more personal. I'd always ask my agents like, "What do I need to do? Do I need to change anything? Do you have any tips? Any advice?" Da 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 da. Like, but now I'm starting to just be like, anything that's for me will never miss me. Right, it will never pass me by. So everything that is for me, I will meet. I will have it. It'll be there. And anything that I did not get, I do truly believe is for a reason. Yeah. And I wasn't ready. Yeah. So now I just like to stay ready. Yeah, I don't really get faced by it too much anymore. Yeah. I agree. I get excited for the next opportunity. Sorry to cut you off, but I just get excited. I'm like, okay, that was a no. I'm waiting for the next one. Yeah. And whatever you didn't get, you were also like doing a casting for an audition. Like you're just practicing. In the beginning, when I was getting put on hold for these big jobs, I would get so excited and then released. Those holds. I'm like, ooh, that was when I first got here. It was like my dream brands, like the top. But then I kept getting released and I'm just like, what can I do better? What can I do better? And I was just putting all this energy into how can I develop? And it's just like, all right, just relax. Like it'll come. It doesn't really have to do with you. It's just the project or, you know, it's what they're looking for. Thing. And that's once I started to work with clients and I'm as you can tell, I love to talk. So I go to my clients and be like, how do you guys pick? Like, when we're working consistently and then we don't work consistently, like what's going on? Yeah. And now I realize it's the simplest thing, shipping. Yeah. Shipping we had to release you because your box didn't come in time. That's the worst part. Or like, that's the worst one. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it's the littlest thing. So when I would get held and release, I'm like, why? Like, what did I do? Or did I say something? Because I'm also on social media very heavily. I'm like, did I post the video? Did I swear too much? Yeah, but you're just analyzing everything. Analyzing everything, but it's sometimes not you. The hold is already the win. Right. They're already looking at you. So if you are getting on hold, they're looking at you. You're doing the right thing. They looked at a lot of people. So for them to even say, actually, we really like her. Actually, we really like him. Let's tell his agent. Let's hold him for the day. Yeah. And sometimes it's simple as another model was willing to work for cheaper. Right. And your agent wasn't willing to budge or some little things like that. So yeah, I don't really take it personal no more. Yeah. Very important for everyone to really know how it is. Yeah. Because so many little details that like, I feel like we don't know in the beginning, and agents always don't know either. Yeah. They don't know what's going on. They're just getting the email, oh, he's released, thank you. Or sometimes they never hear anything, which my agent says like, I didn't hear nothing. I'm like, am I still holding? They're like, casting ghosted me. I don't. Yeah, I thought my agents were cap at first. I'm like, are you lying? Are you withholding information? Yeah. But they really don't know. They could come down to they don't like the font on one of the products they got for this campaign, and we're gonna wait.
but sometimes those messages don't even get to you.
Ever. But it's easy to sit there and be like, is it me?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Having a whole spiral in your room.
Oh, girl, I used to spiral.
Me too. Crying.
I would be crying. I would be losing it.
For me.
Right. I would be in a dungy place drunk in Brentwood.
And I was right there with him. Moving on to life in LA. How do you stay grounded in a city that can be really focused on image?
Ooh, that is such a good question. And that is such a hard, never-ending feat and task. For me, my ritual and routine helps me a lot. Like I said, waking up, making sure I go into my prayer or my meditation. Also, let me tell people out there, meditation don't look the same for everybody. Sometimes it's me wiping down every surface in my house in silence.
Yes.
You know, just cleaning, resetting my space, lighting my incense. I'm not always sitting there with my legs crossed like Buddha. Neither do you have to be. My dog walk. And I just leave my phone at home and I just like those moments for me. And I just pull myself back to like, James, you're living in LA. It might be slow right now. You may start getting nervous. Checks might be backed up, but like, you're walking your dog in LA. You have a car.
Palm trees,
you have
sunshine.
a house. Palm trees, sunshine. The little simple things that I think sometimes we could take for granted, like or like just moving fast and then the hustle bustle of it all. I feel like that's where I really lean. And you said based on image,
kind of like we are in a superficial industry. That doesn't mean it's made up of superficial people, but it's all about what it looks like: modeling, acting, all of that. So how do you, I guess, stay grounded when things are surface level a lot of times in the jobs?
I try to focus on more of the qualities I bring, not the like talent or performances or anything like that. You know, not the accolades. And remind myself of that, even if I gotta write that, like, you're more than just your bookings. Like, you're more than your following count. You're more. I'm actually reading a book about that a lot right now because it's really good.
That sounds good.
It's called something, Get Rid of FOPO, the fear of people's opinion. Which is so good. It's teaching me and reminding me, like, removing yourself from identity, performance-based identity.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna need to read that. I'm gonna get that book.
It's gonna eat you up. It's eating me up.
Have you ever felt lost in the noise of LA? And how did you find your way back?
Go home.
Yeah.
Book
Reset.
that flight. Reset. Go sleep in your childhood bedroom.
Yes.
Have your
Get
mama.
a hug from people you know.
The people you know, your loved ones. Have them check the fuck out of you. Yeah, all of that. I also am blessed to have like a couple friends that I have had a long time and they're not yes people. They will say, if I'm like, oh, my agent, I'm not working for that. They're like, don't forget where you were a year ago when you were begging for a job. Right. Just because you booked and busy right now. Like, you know, and I like keeping people like that around me. I can't do the super yesy things, but I'll go home. More so now than ever, I will go home quick for like a week and just be in where it all began. And it helps. There's
this saying, like, there's no better feeling than leaving LA and on that flight back, coming back to LA.
Yeah.
Can't relate to that more than...
Yes,
it's a reset.
It always feels so different. I always feel so recharged because this can be a draining place, hustling and bustling and
isolating.
All of that. Isolating. Very. I have to be like actively like, don't isolate, James.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
I'm working on that. I'm taking it too far.
Come on, Janae. She never wanted to leave the house. This girl will not leave the house for nothing.
Truly, girl, I'm a hermit right now.
Remember we went to that, which is good sometimes though.
Yeah,
you need those times of isolation, and it really, you find out who you are. Yeah. Outside of the noise and the people and the friends and the parties and the sections and all of that, like that's really deep. That's good too. Yeah. And people think sometimes when you isolate, you're depressed. I don't know. Actually, when I isolate, I'm feeling better.
Speaking of being present, this made me think, like, when you're on set, let's say it's for a big campaign, do you feel like you're present or do you feel like you're kind of like outside your body?
I feel both.
Yeah.
It's weird because I feel like my dream is meeting my reality. So that's like the present is the reality because this is my life. But the dream is like the idea. I don't know. It's so weird. Both.
It's both. Yeah.
Does that make
so
sense?
Hard to, yes. It's exactly how I feel.
Like, I'm like, wow, like this is my reality, but I'm also shook. Yeah. But I like to be super present in it as much as I can be. That's
a good question. The inner child and the adult on set, kind of.
At the same time.
Yeah. It's weird.
At the same time. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's the craziest feeling. But I still get the high every time.
Look at us growing up.
Look at us growing.
The growth is cute.
It's been years. We've known each other for a while.
It is now. A long time. 2019. That's when I met you. It's 2025.
Yes. Girl, almost a decade.
Yeah.
Time flies.
It does.
Time
and we went through the
flies.
pandemic. We were in them streets marching.
Oh my God, yes. Power to the people.
It is time for a little Only in LA. Today's surprise segment.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
So these are the diabolical moments that could only happen here in LA.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
You can keep your answer short and brief, like yes or no, or you can elaborate if you want. It's safe in the chat.
Okay.
Have you ever dated or hooked up with someone and found out later they were famous?
Yes.
Same.
Well, I knew before.
Did you act like you knew?
No. Well, yeah. I've acknowledged that I know who they are, but I'm not like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, child.
Please.
You're you. I'm James Kweisi.
Right. Have you ever ghosted someone and then had to work with them or attend a work event with them?
No, thank God.
Oh.
But that's one of my fantasies.
Has someone pitched a collab to you in bed?
All the time. Like, to the point that my vetting now is like crazy. Mm-hmm. You would have thought I worked for the CIA. Like, because especially now as my career start moving a little bit more, people act like they don't know or they don't see. Mm-hmm. And then you start fucking with them and they be like, oh, like I had this idea or da-da-da-da-da. Or like, yo, can you tell me how you been with Nike, bro? Like, I've been trying to look, I got some photos. They'll start.
They have them ready. They already planned this conversation in the mirror.
Like, today when I go see James, I'm going to... Or next time. I'm a little nervous.
Wait a little.
I'm going to wait a little longer.
People play the long game out here.
And
that is what you have to be aware of, okay?
Yeah, I keep it real. Like I said, I'm moving like a Kardashian now.
Yeah. Sometimes people will meet you and they're like, we're going to do something with this. We don't know what yet, but they're going to try to figure out the angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they
always wait a long time.
Yeah. They want to see what the best.
I had a little sneaky link for a minute and I thought he was cool because he's like, I'm assuming he's out the way. He's straight. He's real discreet, low key. He local. He not in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
He was plotting. We start, doing a little thing for a few weeks. He's like, yo, bro, I just want to say I love your content, man. How do you got it? How do you know? I never gave you nothing.
He's in the bushes.
In the bushes. Or he knew all along.
Mm-hmm. You'll never know. That's the scary part. You never know when people know you. Versus...
And that freaks me out.
Yeah.
Because in my head, I don't think sometimes I'm not always walking around thinking about like, I've had this many views or like the Smart Water commercials everywhere the wind,
on everything.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't think that. Like in my reality, I don't even see it. Other people see it. So it's like, I forget that like, yo, your face is out there.
Very much so.
Very much so. That's where I'm grappling with now. But I also have this weird thing that I don't want to date industry, man.
I could see why. I don't either.
But then it's like, but you kind of have to because they have something to lose too. Mm-hmm. So
that's the hard part. You have to be able to identify people. Like if you can't figure out who their parents and family tree are, I need to at least know who your boss is. How could I track you down if you're like a psychopath? Something.
Because you try me, I'll try you right back. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Has someone ever used their follower account as a pickup line or a way to like date you?
I won't say their follower account, but like what they do. Mm-hmm. Like, you know who I am? I'm da-da-da. And I'm like, you just lost me there.
Yeah.
That's
you give me the
quickest way to lose me. That is so gross. And people really think that eats.
No, people do that all the time. Oh, I'm like, we probably know someone that has more money than you,
more
that's finer than you,
finer
more
than
influence,
you, right?
And you still don't want to talk to them either.
So I don't. Ooh, and the girls got it real bad.
Oh, the girl, yes.
The gays have a little bit more class in that sense, I will say. Mm-hmm. The straight man will be like, "Y'all, man, I'm da da da," or "I manage blah blah blah." Yeah, that's their pickup line.
Yeah, no, really, it is.
I'm like, okay,
well, I'm never talking to you again.
Right? I'm like, ew. But it works for many girls.
It does.
For many girls, it works. So that's why they do
80% of girls don't have jobs out here. Yeah, so it's up to you.
It's up to you. Then get it how you get it. Shit.
And for the banger, have you ever been approached by a DL celebrity and were you genuinely shocked? Because I know one.
Yes, recently. It's actually ongoing.
Okay.
It's an ongoing mystery weird situation from the gym. Yeah. It's a long story. I'll tell you off camera. Girl, they be on my nerves. Actually, how can I tell this story quickly without giving too much tea? I just know somebody that I was friendly with for a while. And I didn't realize that low-key, I think they were trying to pimp me out to the DLs. Because they would drop little jokes about like, you want to do something with da-da-da-da? And I'm like, I thought they were always joking. Yeah. And I was young and naive at the time. So I was like, oh, shut up. They're like, no, seriously, he'll give us a few racks. And I was like, oh shit, bitch, I wish I knew. Shit, because these are not no regular. These are some fine NBA rappers. I was like, damn. So if any of y'all watching, y'all can hit me now. I promise I won't say nothing. I don't even need the money. No shade. Just round trip flight and caviar bumps and champagne. Nice hotel. First class.
Retweet. And those are the things that can only happen here in LA. In the crazy city of LA.
LA is so fab and diabolical. Like, what? You can't make this shit up. You can go from sitting on your couch to the craziest thing in a few hours. You can have a crazy
experience at Whole Foods or Erewhon. You never really know.
You never know. Actually, at the Erewhon we were just talking about, I've been having the craziest ones.
I've been having some crazy stuff at Erewhon too. That's the spot.
I didn't know. I'm about to just start getting my little Haley Beaver smoothie and sitting out there. If I want to meet a husband,
just not little seating areas.
That's it. Everybody be in that bitch. Yep. I'm like, oh my God. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I should have been hanging out there since 2016. Waste of time.
Getting into mental health and wellness, what impact has this industry had on your mental health?
Good and bad. Both.
Yeah.
It's had good in the sense of like, oh my God, like accomplishments, like confidence building. But then it's also shattered my confidence at times. But I will say that I'm a big, firm believer in you need both.
Yeah.
That darkness comes with light and vice versa. If I didn't have those bad moments, I wouldn't really be able to appreciate and see those high moments. But overall, I will say I think I've maintained a good sound mind. But it's gone in waves. I feel like I'm in a really good mental health spot now because I have better routines and rituals. And I've also like kind of pulled my identity and self-worth back from, once again, my accomplishments and accolades and bookings. Yeah. So I feel like I'm feeling better in that sense. But both.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Same for me too. Yeah. I think it's equal. I think it's good to have like a steady incline in your career and development. I feel like a lot of people that just like do too much back to back praise, they like crash and burn.
You can. And I've been there because I've gone for moments of like so booked for a year and a half straight to like during that protest stuff, nobody wanted to fuck with me. The only brand in the world that fucked with me for like a good 2.5 years was Nike. They were the only one to hold me down because they were like, he's politically charged. He's really like, everyone was like, no, we don't want to fuck with him.
Yeah, even the performative brands were like, ooh.
Even the what?
Even the performative brands got scared.
They were not fucking with me for 2.5 years, which I don't regret anything. Yeah. Like stand for nothing, fall for anything.
Right.
And it's like at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lose my voice in a photo.
Right.
So, but yeah, but those moments you're like, oh my gosh. And I think they do that on purpose.
Right.
To try to like control and manipulate and quiet you and box you and in a way, but can't control me, baby.
What is it called? Black people in white fields.
Right. It's hard.
It's hard.
We don't talk about that enough.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that enough because it is challenging.
What pressures do you think are unique to modeling in the entertainment industry that maybe people in other fields wouldn't understand?
Obviously the image, physical. Make sure I want everyone to see me for me beyond my physical.
Yes.
Because I don't see my physical all the time. I just feel me. So I'm like, don't look at me. Or like sometimes I hate when people are like, oh my God, you're so gorgeous. Even when I'm dating a guy.
Yeah.
I hate that. Oh my God, you're so fine. You're so beautiful. You're so fine. You're so beautiful. I'm like, that's my work.
It can just feel very...
That's my work. Like, what about my mind?
Yeah.
Is anything like, I love talking to you? Or like, I love... You know what I mean?
I was thinking about that even earlier today. Just, I relate. Like, I want to be seen for just me as a whole. Like, yes, you can acknowledge my beauty. I appreciate that. But I want to be seen for my personality, my intellect, and just all of it. So
but
it can be a lot.
That image stuff is a lot too. A lot of my women friends who model, like they talk about a lot like the body stuff, but it's also big with the guys. Like in a different way, like body dysmorphia. Like since I have a lot of athletic clients, I used to have agents tell me like, James, you're getting really skinny. Like you need to beef up or you're gonna lose all your clients. And it's like
I feel like I remember you had maybe some like video content about like gaining weight or like protein or something. I remember.
I was drinking so much damn protein to the point that I was sick and I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh my gosh.
But I was like 195 pounds and that's not my natural body. Like our natural body is like 175 to 80. But like that's what I thought I needed. And I was like 19, 20. That's what I thought I needed to do in order to stay booked. Because I was booking Adidas, Nike, Puma, like, you know, and I was just looking at all the other boys and I was like, oh my God, all the boys that are jacked looked like they were working a lot. Here's the tea. They were posted the most. Because their bodies were the most pleasing.
Yes.
But they didn't work.
Yep.
But I thought, in my head, I was like, well, they're being posted a lot. They must be working. They work in that OnlyFans.
Let's talk about that. Like, there's so many people that do undercover stuff. So many people that
Undercover stuff.
I was dating somebody.
Baby.
I'm like, oh, so you do porn on the low? That's crazy.
Or which
Like,
get it how you get it.
But let me know.
Let me know.
Let me know.
And people need to stop putting model in their bios when they're OnlyFanners and prostitutes. No shade.
Yeah, no shade. But let
You're
me
not
know.
a model. Let me know.
Because what
Or you can't be a model. You a model for OnlyFans. That's the type of modeling.
Yeah,
adult modeling.
But like, I feel like if I'm walking around with a man who's 6'7" and everyone's gonna see, I should know if you were doing scenes with people naked.
Girl, I would be
earlier
sick.
today. I was sick.
Girl, so you didn't do your CIA investigation?
No.
You also need to do investigations.
I know. I'm
Me
like,
and my
where's the
homegirls
PIs
be talking
at?
about that. No,
I need a PI.
Investigations.
Oh yes.
Those are big. Me and my homegirls love an investigation.
Okay, we gotta talk. I have some questions.
Diabolical on these streets.
Have you ever felt like you've had to perform wellness or happiness when you're not feeling okay inside?
Yes, that also goes back to the pressure of like being on set, right? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes I've been on set sometimes and I had the worst news walking in. But I'm the center of the set. I'm the talent. So I gotta be like, hey, what's up, guys? Make sure I talk to every PA and da-da-da. Because if I don't, James is rude today. He was difficult to work with. And it's like, no, I was actually going through it. But I'm not going to tell each and every person, hey, I'm going through it today. So if I'm a little short, like, so I'm like, let me just... You know what I mean? But we have a job to do. I'd rather just put it on and go back home and cry and call my loved ones and friends and do whatever I need. But like when I'm at work, you're probably not going to know if I'm having a bad day. Yeah. And I'm talking to people. I'm going to treat everyone nice and kind. So yeah.
And that's on strength and being a good person. Getting into inspiration and advice. Who's someone that truly believed in you before you believed in yourself?
Oh my God. Janae, that's a good question. I will say my homegirl Al. I call her my soul sister. So when I was in foster care, I went to this camp and her family ran the equestrian program. And she became like my sister. They became my visiting resource. I spent all holidays with them. Anyway, they paid for my dance. Like they're literally like my soul family. But she was the first one to like start taking photos of me and noticing that I was photogenic and like we would do shoots all the time. So when I first moved to LA too, I always used her photos and she would send me photographers now that I'm like friends with because she loved photography. And I didn't really see it for myself at the time, right? I knew I could dance because that's what I was doing, but I didn't really see modeling. So shout out to Al.
That's
I really
so cute.
think Al, the
support is everything. It's key.
Oh my gosh. And when someone sees it in you before you see it in yourself, it's so important to keep those people around because we don't always see it in ourselves.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I'm even working on making sure I tell people more the qualities I love in them. Because in the industry and in the world, in a city where everything's just like, oh my God, I love, you're so booked. Like, I love da-da-da-da. It's like kind of back to the thing about...
It doesn't really mean
you're so beautiful,
anything.
You're so beautiful. Yeah, I'm booked. I'm doing my job.
Yeah.
This is my job. You know
You're going to work.
I go to work just like you go to work. Like, oh my God, you sew in your cubicle. Yeah, because
it's like surface level.
Yeah. So, yeah, she saw it in me kind of before I saw it.
Is there a piece of advice someone gave you that still sticks with you to this day?
Study your craft. Manager of a group home that I lived in, he used to always tell me that. He's like, if you want to do this, study your craft, study the greats. Imitate the greats.
Yeah.
Be like the greats. That's what I do.
Is there a quote, mantra, or belief that helps you that you just carry with you all the time?
I say it every morning and every night. And my adopted mom, who was my dance teacher, that's the whole story. Follow me on Instagram if you want it. She told me this every single day before I left the house, and it's stand in your magnificence and respect yourself.
That's everything.
At all times. And in the craziest times in LA and the craziest house parties and all of that, when you get tempted, I hear her looming in my brain. Stand in your magnificence, respect yourself, and then I call that Uber.
Yeah, right up out of there. Yeah, but that's truly, powerful. Yeah,
it's a really good mantra. Because you know it can be sometimes when you're in the lobby waiting to audition too. Yeah. Stand in your magnificence, respect yourself, be yourself. There's so much in those 5 words. So
looking to the future, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Not location or accolades wise, but emotionally and spiritually.
Truly like a free mind.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like really like just free of the confine and slavery of the thoughts.
Yes.
That was deep.
I thought you were going to say slavery of the society too. I'm like,
that's
too.
a part of the thoughts. Yeah. Because society inflicts and manipulates a lot of your thoughts.
Yes.
So truly just sow in me and my present and all that I am and truly just free of my mind. Like when I'm walking down the street, all I hear and feel is the wind and hear the birds. That sounds so like
that's a dream though.
But like that's a dream. Like people do reach that state of just stillness. I don't know if I could do that in America.
Might have to catch a flight.
Might have to catch a flight.
Hey, I'm working on my dual citizenship right now.
Girl, I'm not.
Might have to get out of here.
Cha. ASAP. No Rocky.
What do you see for yourself in your career? Like, what's a big lifetime goal?
In 5 years. Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Oh, yes.
And it's not because the trophies or anything like that matters. I just feel like it is a pinnacle of like success in performance in our industry.
Yeah.
I know I can be great without all of that. If I don't get any of that, I will be fine. But if we're talking about like, what am I working for? They say reach for the stars, land with the moon. I'll be happy with the moon, but I'm going to go for the stars.
Right.
And that's the star. That's like the pinnacle success of being an entertainer, getting an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. And even if some of that's just me behind the scenes and you don't know it's me, I have some songwriter friends that they wrote every song on the radio right now, and you don't know them in the cafe. They drive a normal car, they live a normal life.
Outfits kind of looking a little crazy.
All the time crazy. Those the ones. I'm like, boy, if you don't go get some new pants, it's fine, man. I'm just, but
they live a peaceful life.
I love that.
They actually like their craft. Versus like,
and the creative autonomy. Like, I think it's something beautiful to be able to just wake up or call your friends. I'm gonna say his name. I don't care. Tyler Perry. The way that he's built an empire, so he could just wake up and call his friends and be like, "Hey, I want to make a movie today."
Right.
And that started with stage plays that no one was coming to, and he kept going and kept going and kept going. He don't need Paramount. He don't need Warner. He don't need Netflix. He don't need nobody. He has his own studio. He can roll out of bed and say, "I'm gonna make a movie in 3 days." He can do that.
Yeah.
And so I think that's dope as well. As a creative, I would love to just roll out of bed and just have liquid income and space and availability that's all mine.
That's
to
a
create.
dream.
Oh my
gosh. That would be, that's what I want. Truly.
Yeah.
Like, just
even
the freedom.
I would love that. The freedom.
And like the mental, you're just not under all the pressure and stress. It's just, I can just do and live out my thoughts.
And we have that more. And it's like with YouTube and stuff like that, like we have the outlet, we have the ability now more than ever to create a short series and throw it up on YouTube and see where it hits, like Issa Rae did with Awkward Black Girl. And like, I really want to lean into that more.
I love Issa. I want to get into that whole era.
Me too.
Being able to do that is
yeah. And you're starting with this.
Yeah.
Like it's like you have to create the things for yourself before other people create them for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's kind of why I started my YouTube channel. I wanted to be a talk show host. And I started that because I was like, let me start a YouTube channel. Because then when I apply for school for broadcasting communications, I will have it up on the kids. Because it's like, look, I'm already good on TV. And I applied for broadcast communications. I got in, I deferred, and I moved to LA and got straight to it. But then I got comfortable because I started going on set and realizing, oh, this is so much easier. I don't got to set up the camera and the lights. And that's what I said when I walked in here. I'm inspired.
We're doing lights, camera, sound, editing.
Camera. Creating it and doing it for yourself. You're not waiting for somebody. You're not auditioning for these hosting opportunities. You are creating it for yourself.
Right.
And that's really important.
Yeah. I do love the process too. Like just as much as I love doing the interviews and having these conversations, I do love the like technology behind everything. I'm a nerd in that way.
I love it. That was, girl, this was me in my bedroom at 14. I was the only child, I had nothing to do.
Yeah.
All my little American Apparel money went to softbox lights, and my parents would be like, you bought another lens? Like, what? Clean up some of this stuff. I would have backdrops and green screens, but I loved it.
It's fun.
I loved it. I'm going to get back to that. You're inspiring me, actually, because you get like kind of spoiled on set.
Oh, you
do?
Ride
to your trailer. You walk to set. The lighting is already set. I'm like, ooh, child, I need this in my bedroom. Then I would come back to YouTube.
No, hair, makeup, everything. You don't have to think about anything.
Makeup, the editing's
turn your brain off. It's so crazy. Even like setting all this up, I'm like, there's 10 people on set doing each one of these things.
Each one.
Just
for lighting, just for sound, just for camera, just for BTS.
Someone
That's 40
standing
people
on the
right
side
there.
doing touch-ups.
Touch-ups, hair, makeup.
Yeah.
I love it though. It's so fab.
We love it all. Main character energy. Okay. When people look back at your model release, the imprint that you've left, what do you hope people see?
Resilience, strength, tenacity, confidence, authenticity, all of those things, fearlessness. Staying
true to yourself.
Staying true to myself. My greatest thing, kind of back to the image thing, is when I hear friends from middle school or high school say, James, like watching your videos or watching you here, you're the same. You're the same 10-year-old James from theater class. I'm like, that brings me peace of like, whew, thank you, God. Because I always say,
Yeah.
God, if it ever gets above me or too much in my head, take it all away, please. And he has.
Right.
Multiple times. I've been sleeping on blow up mattresses with my face all over the place, and we have not talked about that.
Yeah.
But
that's a lot of people's stories,
it's
honestly.
a lot of people's stories that we don't highlight enough, but it's a part of the process. And I think those moments come when the humility is not there, when you lose a little bit of your authenticity and groundedness. So yeah, that's it.
I love
that's
that.
What I
think that's the most important thing, staying true. Because in this city, in this industry, we have the option every day. We're on a tightrope. You know, you can really choose. One false move, you could just have a whole different life that's really not you.
Easy too. Easy. And a lot of people praise that in a crazy way.
And the grass is not always greener on the other side.
No, it's not.
I got a whole lot going on with it.
It might be green and pretty, but it might be fake grass. So I don't mind pulling weeds and replanting some seeds and rewatering and starting over and over and over again than the other side. So
no sellouts over here. Okay?
No, child. No. Even though I'd be tempted, I'm like, ooh,
we have our little fantasy moments that we get to live out. Like,
I do. I be joking though, but I'm like, I always tell people too that it's not that important, but I always say LA is so easy, and I've seen so many people when I have looked left and right and try to compare. If I wanted to, it's so easy to just.
It's the easiest thing out of all this.
But I'm like, James, stand in your magnificence, respect yourself. Because when I do get my Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony, I want to look out and smile and laugh.
Right.
At all the people and be like, we tried it. Didn't need you though. In that way.
Absolutely.
If you know what I mean.
We don't want to be in a trial or some crazy going on behind closed doors. Like some of the moguls we looked up to,
Ciao. That's a whole nother tea.
It's just like one person away. It's always one person away.
That's the crazy thing about LA.
On that note, I'm so happy to have had you here today.
This is fun.
Learn more about you.
Yes.
Is there anything you're working on or any socials you want to plug?
Well, follow me on everything at James Kweisi, Kweisi. I'm working on some music, working on
vocals,
some little things that you just gotta have to stay tuned to see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, thank you for having me. This was so fun.
Thank you. This was so insightful and inspiring to me. I love this.
Yeah, I love this. It's like fun to be able to like share the experience. You know what I mean? And like talk about it.
For sure.
It's also healing and processing.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yay. Okay. Congrats on season 2.
Yes,
everyone
season
subscribe
2.
and follow and share with your friends. If you have a model friend or someone who wants to get in the industry, send them this.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
That was fun.
Yes. I love it.
Me too.
Killed it. 8 down.